Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Good evening. Thank you so much for clicking. As always, you are welcome. So before I proceed, let me make one earnest appeal to you to please ignore the quality of lighting because my ring light is bad and I went to go and buy one type of vlogging device like this that I kind of think I've not gotten used to it, but whatever, I don't like it. I'm going to go back and repair my old ring light or get a new one. I promise. On today's episode of Vlogmas Day 6, today is 6th of December and it's the Yuletide season. It is Christmas season. I want to talk to us about the age of consent and the age of majority. I realize that a lot of people don't really know the difference between the age of consent and the age of majority. What exactly does it mean? Which one is 18? Which one is 21? A lot of times most people have gotten into trouble because they don't really know which is which, one, and then number two, you've gone to other people's countries without taking cognizance of their own laws regarding consent, and you've entered into trouble. There's this guy called Marcus here who is a British born, but I understand that right now he's facing 20 years in prison in the United Arab Emirates because he flouted their laws of consent. And our laws are getting stronger and stronger in Nigeria. A lot of people are even willfully ignorant of these things because they kind of think the laws don't operate in Nigeria. Laws operate in Nigeria. So I'm going to tell you the difference in this video between the age of consent and the age of majority and what are the implications of both of them. Let's start with the most important one, the age of consent. If this is your first time of clicking on my video and seeing my face, my name is Adela and you are welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. That would really help the channel to grow and make me happy. Remember to leave me a like as well for the algorithm as well, and that would be my happy Christmas from you. Thank you very much for that. What is the age of consent in Nigeria? The age of consent in Nigeria is 18 years old. Okay, and now usually when we talk about this age of consent, it is consent within the context of my toddler is speaking here. Context within the age, it is consent within the context of sexual consent. At what age should people have sex? The thing is this, why there is confusion in Nigeria is because one, Nigeria is a melting pot of different ethnicities, different religions. And then two, the constitution is silent about the age of consent. But the fact that the constitution is silent does not mean that there is no law at all. Number one is the section 31 of the Child Rights Act. Section 31 of the Child Rights Act stipulates that the age of consent is 18. That is the age where the law allows people to have carnal knowledge or to have sex with somebody. So anybody who is one day below the age of from 17 downwards, you cannot have 17 years and 9 months, 17 years and 10 months, 17 years and 11 months. The law says it is illegal for you to have carnal knowledge of that person. And here is the thing, it is very, very serious, a very serious offense to the point where the law says that the consent of the minor is immaterial. That is to say, even if you have sex with a girl or a boy even below the age of 18, whether the person agreed or not, sometimes you could find that the child may be naughty and even be the one to facilitate it. The burden of proof is on you to refuse to cooperate with that. Okay, so the age of sexual consent in Nigeria is 18 years old. There are a lot of people who would say, like our religion permits us to marry people who are below the age of 18. It's better for them to marry than to be prostitutes. The law says that if you are below the age of 18, you should not have sex. And anybody who does so, you the adult who does so, you who have already attained the age of consent and you do it, you will be held liable. It is a crime to have sex, to have carnal knowledge of anybody, whether boy or girl, below the age of 18. On the other hand, what is the age of majority? The age of majority, because you know sometimes somebody can be minor and then somebody will say this one is a minor and this person has attained the age of majority. What does it mean for somebody to have attained the age of majority? It means the person has gotten to an age where the law holds him accountable and responsible for all his decisions. Anybody below the age of majority, the age of majority is also 18 in Nigeria, but there are some times in the past where the age of majority was considered to be 21, but it is generally 18. But I think there are some jurisdictions such as Benue and the FCT that states that the age of majority, no, Benue and Kwara, okay, that states that the age of majority used to be 21, but it is mostly 18 now. So the age of majority and the age of consent are the same, 18. But these are the implications of attaining the age of majority. It means that everything you do, you are going to be held liable. Okay? From 17 downwards, usually you could do something and somebody else will be held accountable, which is your guardian or your parents. But once you enter the age of majority, you become held accountable for your own action. You can enter into contracts because most times there are a lot of things that the law says unless you have attained the age of majority, you cannot do. For example, you cannot stand for political office if you are below the age of 18. Or for example, there's some contracts of certain amounts that you cannot engage in. Some people, some companies would, yes, I think you can even to be a director, you cannot be a director in a company unless another person has attained the age of majority. But two people who are not of the age of majority cannot be directors in a company or be incorporated trustees. But once you enter the age of 18, you have become and you can be held accountable for everything that you do. As somebody who has not attained the age of majority, that is to say, as a minor, not all contracts, you are generally not held liable for any contract you engage in. For example, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old cannot come and say, I want to buy this ring light, I want to buy this or that. You understand? There are some kinds of contracts that you don't enter with a 9-year-old, or I want to buy a car, anybody below that. But somebody who is below the age of consent, of majority, can be held liable for contracts of necessaries that he entered into. That is to say, contract that it was necessity that made him to do. Let me give you an example. Somebody, a 16-year-old boy can go to a restaurant and say, please, ma, I've not eaten today. Give me a plate of food. When my daddy comes back, he will pay. At that point in time, that child can be bound by that contract because it's a contract of necessity. It's a contract of necessary. But he cannot do a contract of, let's say, buying a piece of land. He cannot do it on his own standing unless he has a guardian ad litem or a parent that is there. So this is the difference between age of consent for sex and then age of majority for other transactions. I hope I made this point very, very clear. If you stayed with me till now, I'm sure it means you were either enjoying the sound of my voice and I was making a lot of sense, or you find me captivating. Let me compliment myself and say it is all three. Remember to like, comment and subscribe if you have not, and drop me where you're coming from for any questions that you would like me to answer for you. There's going to be a seller link again in the description box. If you feel like supporting this channel anywhere, you can support the channel by making the donations. You can see all these links here. You can make any donations there. You can do my Christmas present for me. You can buy me a shawarma or whatever it is. Anyway, if you want to sow into the life of this channel, it will be a good time to do so. And again, if you want private consultation with me, that one will give you access to communicating with me on WhatsApp. Again, you will communicate with me in my email. Email is there in the description box and I will answer any of your questions. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I love you all and my name is Adela. Merry Christmas to you and happy Vlogmas Day 6. Bye.